All right, everybody. Welcome to No Time to Explain. Happy New Year. We have survived 2020. Well, I mean, most of us have.
Prestige 1.
Is that a COVID joke? That's fucked up.
It is a COVID joke. I mean, 2/5 of us have had COVID at this table, so.
Yes, that is true.
Wait, who has COVID?
I said had.
Had. Oh, you had it too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, you had it too.
Actually,
The whole household.
yeah, we all had it.
Damn.
Yeah, so he made it.
Yeah, he had the worst. I just couldn't take the
Obviously.
smell.
R.I.P. Zordon. R.I.P.
I like attention.
Yeah, it's a light skin in you.
Hey.
What, Suchie? You just said hey for no reason.
No, that's not a light skin thing. That's a him thing.
Well,
You do like attention.
No, I don't.
You're a rapper.
So?
Yeah, you make
You
music.
wither away without it.
You make music and want people to listen to it. That's attention. You can make it and keep it for yourself if you didn't want attention.
there's a superpower activated again.
He's stuck. He's stuck.
There's a superpower activated again. He went brain dead on everybody.
He's stuck. He's like,
Uh-oh. I messed up.
Yeah, you got nothing, don't you?
I got nothing to say.
And you're doing a podcast, man. I'm done with this light skinned nigga.
Welcome to the fold, Suchie.
Speaking of music, we lost our man, MF Doom.
R.I.P.
Sadly.
R.I.P. Just do a moment of silence, real quick. All right, thank you, baby. That actually
That
worked
was
out
dope.
perfect. That was great.
I'm surprised the kid.
All right.
I'm surprised the kid said nothing. I was just like, oh, this is about to get ruined.
Yeah,
It's silent. Okay, cool.
One of the only people who were able to put Lil Wayne in his place, you know?
Boo.
What are you talking about?
let's not tarnish his name by bringing up violence or aggression, or whatever it was.
Rap Snitches was more so towards Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Okay.
the disc.
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't worried about that. He's dead now.
Yeah, can we?
Dang.
What I'm saying, can
I'm
we
just
recognize
saying,
his
like,
legacy? He's
Yeah,
like,
we'll give.
he said, you know what, man?
I was recognizing his legacy.
He's dead and the
You
baby's
pointed
dead. It's
out
over.
one rap diss track. And it's just like, yeah, man, you know, the only person. That's not a title that he's known for.
Yeah.
It is. Through the music business, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay.
The fuck is wrong? You know.
Go listen to Mos Def rapid lyric for lyric.
Anyway, happy 2021, everybody. I hope, or all of us hope, that we all have a better 2021 than a 2022.
Not yet.
It'll be the same.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Look, just so you guys know, most of us at this table are pessimists. All of us is like, yeah, it's not much is gonna change.
well, you know, I just gotta make sure people know that a day change is not gonna change people's lives.
Oh, God,
you gotta be a realist.
There was a new moon on 31st, bro.
There's the planets aligned on the 20th. That didn't change anything either.
I had some mean cramps. Like my legs were on fire. It's Saturn.
Well, actually, the new year isn't until March, but up until about the late 1700s, the new year was March 25th or March 1st.
No.
No, that's facts.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying no, it's not.
That woken knowledge.
You know why? Because I believe in strength. And Caesar was strong enough to take over the world and change the calendar for the rest of the fucking world. So we will respect this man's calendar because he changed the world.
The guy that got killed by his best friend?
That too.
We all be caught slipping, bro.
And
Also,
Caesar was in charge of a lot of things.
Well, also,
made a lot of changes.
that culture liked children.
Wait,
And little boys.
Yeah.
I was talking about one dude, man. I can't. You know, that's just the times, man. Women were getting pregnant, but until like they were 12, like 90 years ago. So we can't even. In the 20s, yeah. Girls were getting married in the 15s, and the 20s.
They were getting married.
Yeah, this shit.
I couldn't count. I had to count real quick. 90. 2021.
I know. I threw a number out there. Hope it was long ago. Hope it was far
You
enough
was off
ago.
by a decade, but
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad. I was close.
Yeah.
All them ladies with them old lady names was getting married at like 14. You finished high school yet? No, but I got engaged. Oh, okay.
Even high school exists back then.
right, I don't even think they.
It was
Nah, it
education.
existed.
It's just a book.
No, it was just education.
Once you read this book, go and work.
Exactly.
I mean, because
Go into the world.
yeah, 'cause
I
honestly,
mean, it started out for farming, and farming started way before
Yeah, but Suchie, my point was, did they call it high school back then? The answer to that is no.
Hey, this is gonna be a funny podcast because I think that alcohol is. You just said farming started way before. Like it was, like you created a new fun fact. Did you guys know how old farming is? This is before education.
One of the oldest professions in the world, next to prostitution.
Anyway.
What do you think came first, farming or prostitution?
Well, I mean, if you go by the Bible, farming.
Well, actually, go by history.
Prostitution.
They had to eat.
Yeah, but it would have been hunting then. So hunting, prostitution, then farming. Because the scrawny dudes that wanted some pussy that couldn't hunt would plant things and trade food for pussy. So farming first. Damn, fuck.
But no, it kind of goes because they say if they couldn't get it, they had to do that for it.
Nah, because you had the prostitution.
So that would have been an aftermath of not getting it.
You're right.
So that still would be
Prostitution was first.
You had to prostitute your body in order to get food.
What else do you prostitute?
But they had to eat first.
Wait, hold on.
You started with
what else
meat.
do you prostitute? That's not your body. You prostitute your mind.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think of it like this.
Prostitution is nothing but the sale of something that is yours.
Prostitution, they have to
Dealing with your body.
wait, but prostitution have to be old enough to prostitute. How do they grow without eating?
Don't fact check me.
So prostitution wasn't first.
No, but hunting's not farming.
Yeah, that's two different things.
Yeah.
Well, hunting,
that's
Hunting
hunting.
and gathering.
hunting first, farming second.
No.
No, prostitution.
Hunting first.
Because Brenda made a point.
Prostitution second.
Someone started farming to buy vagina.
That's not the reason farming started. What? That's not a valid reason.
That is because pussy's been sold for for meat and fur and shit from hunting and gathering a bunch of berries. And these scrawny niggas that couldn't hunt needed to buy pussy. So they planted corn.
Dante, prostitution is the practice or occupation of engaging in sexual activity with someone for a payment.
So someone can't have sex with your mind?
Diddy is crying in the back of his mind like, you got to mind fuck him, bro.
You
You got to mind fuck him.
I didn't mind fucked you 7 times by now.
Get him to the Greek.
Well, I'm gonna need a mind condom.
Look at Jeremy with his death stare. Jeremy, you okay? You triggered? You just go, I'm okay. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. Anyway,
So let's get into our first segment. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Humans are trash.
Acha.
we're just gonna break the ice real quick and you know what, we already going. Let's continue with humans are trash. So, Sister IbeFriction, who is our nominee for humans are trash today?
Hat of the day goes to a woman from Ohio who abandoned her 3-year-old son and his dog in the cemetery 2 days before Christmas.
Torn should have lost of words.
I mean, she left the baby with the dog.
No, even better, she left him with a bunch of people.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Come on.
If you believe in ghosts always protect children. It's the scary movie.
I watched Supernatural. Doesn't happen.
Well, Supernatural. It was a different ghost. No.
Everybody, the kids, the dog, the cat, the car.
But the scary, regular scary movies though, ghosts always befriend the kids though.
Yeah, to possess them.
Have you seen The Haunting?
Have you watched scary movies?
You ain't never seen Casper?
Let's watch Haunting at Blair House.
Wasn't the poltergeist? Wasn't that about how he tried to?
But the kid was safe. It was
Because the child was useful.
Just possessed.
Sidebar.
Didn't die.
Sidebar, and this might actually help your argument. We all watch Paranormal Activity.
Mm-hmm.
Was the baby in danger?
Because he wanted to marry her.
But was
Wanted
the
to marry
baby?
a baby.
But was the baby in danger?
Wasn't in
Because
danger.
he wanted to.
But no.
I'm
but-
what,
No,
But no.
Hey,
but
hey.
no.
If I
no.
need
Based on that
you,
logic,
No.
If I need you, I'm going to protect you. Yes.
So
does
you
that
just
mean-
used the key word,
So does that
protect.
mean Belle's baby was in danger in Twilight? Because Jacob wanted to marry the baby.
He's not a ghost, so he doesn't
He's
count.
a werewolf.
We're talking
He's an
about ghosts.
18-year-old werewolf to
18-year-old.
We're
an
talking
infant.
about
We're
ghosts.
talking about dangers of babies.
No, we're talking about ghosts.
And that baby was in
We're
danger.
talking about
that
ghosts.
dog wanted to fuck it. So
First of all, no, he did not.
Help! I'm in danger.
how many people have you been romantically loving with that you didn't want to fuck?
That's sick.
I'm just saying. Jacob wanted to smash that baby.
Where are we going with this podcast?
Anyway,
if anybody was to tune into clips of this and fast forward, they would end on certain parts of, he wants that baby. What are y'all talking about?
they go Dave Harmon you.
You're right.
Dave Harmon.
I'm not saying Dan Harmon.
You know what I meant? You know exactly what I meant.
You want to talk?
There's the baby at the table. Want to have a spit a bar?
But but yeah, children in scary movies are usually protected by the ghost in the long run.
So
Even if it's a demon.
that child was protected by the ghosts in that cemetery. Now the dog, I don't know.
Fact of the matter is.
Anyway, they
this woman-
found the mom, and she.
hopefully, it's behind bars.
Well, they didn't give a lot of information about her yet.
was like, "Oh,
from what
man, I forgot."
from what I read, she's like in care. So I'm guessing they're claiming some type of mental thing. But once she gets released, she will be charged.
Is it a white woman?
Yeah. Well, the baby was white.
So
I'm
she'll
assuming.
be on probation.
So yeah, she'll get the baby back.
Well, yeah, because the boy was placed into like foster care until the father found out, and then the dad got him or whatever. Blah blah blah.
Well, because remember, what's the white lady who buried her dead children in the backyard?
But I did. Well,
Casey
look,
Anthony?
Casey
Nah,
Anthony?
she put her child in the trunk.
No, she ended up burying her after.
Yeah, remember the baby was found like not too far from the house in the yard. In
Yeah,
the
like
woods.
months later, and she's like, "Oh, I just panicked. I didn't know what to do. My baby died of natural causes." I'm like, "You tell someone if it died of natural causes. Why wouldn't you?
Why would you hide?
Why would you hide the baby that died of natural causes?" But she's living a Florida life, living her best life. Witness protection.
Well, peep this though. So in Chicago, there's this mom, black mom, 7 kids, right? There, she's a single mom, and I forget why they were found, but the owner of the house was trying to get into the place or whatever, and he couldn't. So they called the police. Police came in, found 7 kids from the ages of 14 to about 2, and apparently they've been just like squatting in this house or whatever, and the kids were using the tub as a toilet. The sinks was overflowing. Like, it was just real bad. And the mom went to jail. Like, they sent her she went to jail. And the community is like, well, she was just doing what she has to do because she needs help. She has 7 kids, and
Jesus Christ.
yeah. And this was in Chicago.
There was one since we're talking about fucked up child and stuff. This lady was faking selling things on Craigslist, like children stuff, and the pregnant woman came and tried to buy like the carriage and stuff from the woman. The woman kidnapped her, dragged her to her house, cut the baby out of her, and then threw her in the trash behind the house. Threw
That's crazy.
an adult woman in the trash behind her own house. Didn't like take her far. Just put her in the trash behind the house. And they obviously found her, and then like took her to the hospital and like, hey, after she woke up from the coma, like, hey, what happened? Oh, the lady that you found me at has my baby. And the lady's like, oh no, she sold me her baby. And like, no, you sold her like child stuff. She's like, no, she sold me the baby. Then why you throw her away? Oh, she was bleeding.
Whoa.
So it's like people are trash when it comes to babies.
In all categories, they're trash.
Well, and then, like, that's why I be on Facebook and I don't be trusted, like, when they be having a post like, oh, share, when was your baby born? How much does your baby weigh? How many months pregnant are you? When are you due? Posts that are that specific, I stay away from.
Are you trying to like literally like take somebody's identity? This is like, oh yeah,
I feel like they be trying to, like, kidnap folks and steal babies.
That's like that messed up old Arnold Schwarzenegger like prank voicemail thing. He's like, yeah, give me your name, phone number, serial number, social security number, your blood type, if you're obsessed with any diseases.
Like, for real, like, if you ever, like, just scroll through and you see so many posts, they be like, oh, asking for these, like, obscure information that you don't really think much about. And it's like, if somebody really wanted to hack my life, like, I just gave them all the info they needed to do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's a question. Someone like that who throws their baby away in a cemetery, if they really are mentally unstable, this is going to sound messed up, but are they worth helping? Are they worth being put in a mental hospital, or do you put them just in jail?
Well, I think everybody deserves a chance to rehab. You know?
Yeah, because I mean,
initially.
it's not her fault that she's messed up. If
Yeah.
she's
Now,
really
if she's
mentally, like-
refusing to be helped, if she's aware of her issues, doesn't want to be helped, or has been helped multiple times, I feel like, depending on like who you are in that person's life, there's only so much you can do to try to help this person. But after a while, it's kind of like, you know what, parent, you clearly, you know, you're not ready to be better, and sometimes the chaos is.
Good start point.
So, so are we still talking about?
Humans are trash. Yeah.
Okay, so another human that would be trash is the one that you mentioned earlier, who went and shot up a church recently.
Oh yeah, in Texas.
Oh, this is recent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today.
They're still doing that, huh? White people ain't. Was he white? Was he white? Was he white?
Ooh, I hope so. For
Answer
your
my
case.
question.
Canceled.
If it was gang related, then I would understand if it was something else.
Gangs don't do that though, Suchie.
They do.
What kind of gangs,
In the
Dante?
city this past year, they shot up a funeral home.
No.
funeral home
That's
is
not
not a
the
church.
same.
Not
the
That's
king.
not the same. That's not the same.
A funeral home is not
It's
a church.
It's a Methodist
don't
church.
know.
It's a white church.
I don't know any
I can
brown
tell-
people.
I can tell by the picture of this church who goes here.
Well, it's a Methodist church. Yeah, it's right here.
What's the name of the shooter?
Tell me who goes to this church.
A
Klansman.
kid named Blake.
Y'all are
It's
awful.
Blake with the blicky.
Blake with the blicky. I feel like that should be a shirt.
No.
No, it's
I already know he's white because they still haven't said his name, and we halfway into the article.
That a
my
bitch.
God.
The gunsman.
Our media is so trash.
The gunsman.
There's a black person, they would be covered all
Right,
over
he
from
would have been
top
the
to
picture. It
bottom.
wouldn't even been the picture of the church. Would have been the picture
There's
of
a white
him.
shoe. Next, we just see the picture of the church.
Not the victims, nothing.
Wait. Should he represent?
Wait, was the pastor packing?
Oh.
Yes. That's what I'm talking
They
about.
learned from Charleston, right?
No, but the problem is the guy took the gun from the pastor, then shot him.
Wait, so the guy came in unarmed?
He had a shotgun.
Oh.
So this is the weird thing.
So wait, no.
No, I'm about to read this. All right, the gunman brandished a shotgun through the sunroof of the Jetta. He said the state troopers and patrol car stuck to the car the man was driving and fled from the woods. A 2-hour manhunt in which drones and dogs were used was unsuccessful. The man took refuge in the church sometime late Saturday or early Sunday. Around 9:30 a.m. local time on Sunday, the pastor, his wife, and 2 others entered the church unaware that the fugitive was inside. The man, who had been hiding in the restroom, confronted the pastor, who drew his gun and asked the gunman to leave, the sheriff said. But as they moved toward the front door, the man lunged at the pastor, took hold of the gun, shooting and killing the pastor. It was unclear what type of gun the pastor had or what happened to the shotgun the man had during the chase.
Okay, my question is, why is it unsure about the type of gun that he had?
They don't know what type of gun the pastor.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't catch the killer.
No, he's dead.
No.
That means that the shooter is still on the loose then, because there's no possible way if they found the shooter and the pastor, what type of gun that they don't have, what type of gun he had. Like, that means he has to still be on the loose.
But my thing is, if the gun was owned by the pastor, shouldn't the pastor's wife know what type of gun it was, or it should be records or something of this gun? In theory,
They should
Yeah.
know what this gun is.
Yeah.
Someone should know who this gun, what gun.
And like, and the second thing being that, like, if the pastor drew his weapon and told the guy to leave, that means that he stalled.
oh, they got him though.
That means that he stalled in shooting the intruder.
yeah, they got him though.
He had to stall in shooting the intruder because
Well, he
he
definitely
gave him
stalled.
enough. He gave him enough time to have a conversation.
Well, Texas, you don't got to
then
do any of
lunge
that.
out.
Oh yeah. Now
That's
Texas.
what I'm saying. Like,
He could have just gunned him down, but
he could have.
it's a pastor.
If he was aiming, he didn't even have to go lethal. He got
All
legs.
I'm saying is, I know these are white people because this whole article was done without the names of anyone, without any descriptions or anything.
He wasn't.
That's
He
because
wasn't called a thug.
You
or-
guys don't know
His
that the
history.
shooter was the Senate son.
The who son?
He's the senator's son.
Are you making?
He's
a
just
joke
making
or just
stuff up.
fact?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I tried to find out. There was something happened a couple years ago where this pastor hopped out of his car in road rage, shot this man in the chest with a bow and arrow.
Oh, I remember that.
Remember that, right?
Oh,
Hopped out of his car, so they got into a fight, like face to face at the bumpers of the
man,
car.
straight AC.
And like the pastor went back to his car in the back seat, pulled out a bow and arrow, and the dude said, "What are you gonna?" And pop, right in the heart, put him down.
But they jumped his ass immediately after because he
Yeah.
had a bow and arrow.
Yeah, but on the funnier side, okay, not funnier side, but a man attacked
Hawkeye.
a man attacked the cops in upstate New York with a bow and arrow. 40-year-old man, they killed him, unfortunately. But he was shooting at state troopers.
You know what?
Bow and arrow.
Don't
Pause. Wait a
understand.
minute. So somebody can approach a cop with a bow and arrow and assault a police officer with a bow and arrow and be fine.
Oh, they killed him.
But they killed him, but it took him a minute.
Oh yeah, he had a full pulled.
Jeremy, this goes back to what I said.
No, pause, Susie. Let me finish my thought. But Tamir Rice, a
Bruh.
9-year-old child
Bruh.
with a toy gun,
I
gets
felt-
gunned down in seconds. The car didn't even stop. And they gunned.
What kind of police officer are you that you can't tell a toy gun from a real one?
A scared one.
Why are you on the force?
Because
You don't get to be a
Shortage.
imagine a firefighter afraid of fire.
It was the same.
You know, like imagine a surgeon being scared of
it's
blood.
the same reason these young kids are in gangs.
Imagine a teacher being scared of children.
That-
Like I
that's-
don't understand.
That's so plain. He's like, "What happened to you? I'm afraid of heights. You're the pilot, sir."
like what?
Jeremy, this goes back to what I said. I don't need a gun. I can spend a couple $100 on a bow and arrow, and I can protect my home.
No, Suchie.
I want you to be practical with that because the time you
I gotta practice. You right. I gotta
time
practice.
you pull out that quiver is pop, 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 pop. I mean, so unless you about to be Hawkeye, I mean that's the standard. That is the standard.
And you know what?
In order for you to protect your home.
And to prove that point, even Hawkeye had modified arrows. He had arrows with bombs on them, nets,
Hey.
electrical
Hey.
wire.
And
Like-
he was a samurai.
Yeah, no, he was a trained assassin. There's a difference.
When he turns into Ronin, he's a samurai.
Yeah, no, not a samurai. He's a ninja.
even going back into the story that Torrance referenced, that guy that shot the guy in the heart, he got stumped out immediately afterwards. So he's only able to shoot out one arrow.
Hey,
Before
all I'm
they
saying
was like,
is,
"Sir."
Hey, all I'm saying is, whoever enters the home thinks that I'm gonna be surprised, but when they see me with a bow and arrow, they are going to be startled.
No, they're gonna gun you down. Especially if they have a firearm on them, they're
It's gonna
shooting.
take a second.
If you present a weapon in front of a gunman and it's a bow and arrow, they may feel threatened and just start shooting while you trying to barrel roll in the house.
If you're lucky, they might say, "You know what? I'm gonna test this guy's aim." Because watch this dude miss, and that's it.
Because the thing is, too, Suchie, if you shoot the bow and arrow, anywhere that's not the forehead or throat or
Oh no,
heart,
the first shot isn't gonna be a regular arrow. The first shot is gonna be a net. Yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yep, he's Arrow now. He's shooting arrows that turn into nets and then catch the predator. I mean, catch the victims. Okay, cool.
predator.
Yeah, catch the predator.
Get away from my baby.
So
Wait,
Suchie.
and then wait. Have you ever been under a net? Are those really hard to get out of?
especially with a gun in your hand.
the science, and yeah, the net doesn't stop the gun.
I can just see the net on you, and you're like,
But the gun doesn't stop the net.
It's not supposed to. The gun's supposed to stop you.
Yeah, but if the net is coming,
Suchie,
you're not gonna be able to aim. You're
Suchie,
gonna
have
be
you
in the
have
net.
have you seen?
I will just
Pause. Pause. Have you seen?
Ba.
Suchie,
Like, I don't need to
have
see.
you seen what a net looks like up close in person?
How heavy do you think nets are? How strong do you think nets
Especially
are?
pause if you're shooting it from a fucking arrow.
no.
It's
No, you know
coming
what
at
he
you at
thinking
30
of?
miles
He
an
thinking
hour.
of- Hey, you know what he's thinking of,
30
y'all?
miles per hour.
Y'all remember the episode of SpongeBob where they thought they went to the moon and they had the gun shooting net?
I could do one better. Remember the episode of Robin Big where he bought a net gun and that's all they did was shoot each other with it?
Yeah.
Was that the net that's gonna catch your guy, Suchie?
My net gun's gonna be a lot more powerful.
What net gun? You said bow and arrow.
It's gonna be a bow and arrow, but it's gonna be a
So you're Batman. And you're just making up gadgets and devices to defend your home.
It's gonna not a traditional bow and arrow. It's gonna be more of a what's that thing?
You
called?
don't even know how to shoot a bow and arrow. Now you're customizing bow and arrow.
No,
my thing is, he said 30 miles per hour when he shoots his arrow. You know how strong of a bow you got to shoot?
That's what I'm saying.
And you can't even do a pull-up.
It's not gonna be. I can do a pull up. Shut up.
You beat your own people.
How you gonna pull an 80-pound bow and you
It's
can't
not-
even do a pull-up?
It's not gonna be a traditional bow and arrow. It's gonna be a
Bro, I hate pull-ups, but even I can do 4 of them.
what is it called? It's not a harpoon gun. What is it called?
So now you're hunting shark? Are you Moby Dick in it? That's what we're doing?
Back up.
A crossbow.
Rewarding.
I gonna hold it for 30 more seconds. You better fucking go.
30.
It's gonna be a crossbow. It's gonna be loaded by the time I get there.
You're gonna keep a loaded crossbow in your
Yes.
home? Okay.
Watch him pull that shit out and actually shoot himself in the foot.
Man, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
This is a case where keeping it real goes wrong.
I mean, just the sketch comedy potential in you having a bow in your home would be hilarious.
I think you're giving somebody sauce right now.
An idea, the person, they might like, oh yeah, that does sound funny, and then we're gonna see it on YouTube somewhere.
Oh, they're gonna steal
That's
it.
your net going. That's your net right there. This is what you're shooting. Suchie. Robbing big. Like this.
Nah, that was a toy net gun.
That was a net gun.
That's a net gun.
What toy net gun, Suchie? What toy net gun?
Wait. The guy's gonna be like, I'm immobilized. I can't move. My
Because
weapons.
you know how airsoft guns have a PSI. That's a low PSI. Mine's gonna be real powerful.
Okay, Suchie.
Just because the net moves faster does not make it heavier.
If it's made of rope,
You know what?
You know what rope is made of?
You know what? Nope, we're not even addressing this.
Holes. Made of a bunch of holes.
He's shooting titanium steel rope. I'm sorry, Suchie. I didn't know that's what you were shooting. Titanium steel rope. I'm sorry.
like he's
That's
Batman.
my bad. I'm telling you, he's gonna have Batman utility belt at his home, and when someone breaks in, he's gonna go click click and ready to roll.
You know what? Anyway,
Oh,
so we got all right. So anybody else have another human of trash before I go on mine?
I actually do. I do.
Oh God.
So this
Here we
this
go.
every
What'd you
year
do?
I didn't do nothing, but every year. So around where I work at, they give tips to the people who do the routes normally, right? Last year somebody stole $300 worth of tips out of somebody else's truck, and I guess this year, like the amount always fluctuates, but instead of just giving the regular his tips, like if he didn't come in, they do other people's routes and take all their tip money, all their gifts, and basically anything else, and like either don't tell them or when they get caught, they
So no honor, huh?
So
No honor,
So they
like-
don't take the money; they just take their route.
dude, they take wine bottles, gifts, money, gift cards, like every year.
Who loves their postman this much?
What? I don't understand
I know
it.
the answer.
I don't understand it.
know the answer.
Why are we giving gifts to the person giving me my mail? I don't.
I know the problem already with y'all
Look,
questions.
they underpaid already. All right, the gifts help.
They.
He said,
They're like
This sounded personal. Did someone
they're
steal
the
your tip?
waitress of the world.
Is someone bullying you, boy?
Yeah, waitress received tips.
Wait, is someone bullying you? Someone take your tip, Suchie? This was about. Is this
Nah,
sound
it's
real?
happened, but I don't care
This
no
sounded
more.
real personal. Was this about you? Did someone steal your personal tips?
It's happened, but I
somebody
don't care
took
no
your
more.
stash. No, I get you. There's an unwritten rule with like different where you get rewards at the end of the year.
Are you throwing shade? Who you throwing? Just
Yeah,
drop
you
the
know,
names.
name dropping? Suchie.
Name dropping.
dropping.
And it's like they don't know the rules. It's like when
Who's
when
they?
strip- when
You know who they are? Call
when
them out.
When strippers
I
go
need
on
names and
stage,
faces.
they split the money.
I need names and faces.
You know what? That is a good. I don't know if you're connecting yourself to a stripper, but yeah, there's an unwritten rule that you split the money. You don't take all the cash, but they get stabbed if that happens. So.
And
Stab
you
that
know,
nigga, bro.
You know, some people go postal, but I mean, you might want to cut that out.
Yes. Your government job. You definitely should cut that out, bro.
It was right there. I couldn't. I had to take it.
It's Go on, you got
That's what Bill
All they
Cosby
need- all they
said.
need
Oh
is-
wait, I should stop.
ego. You got anything, brother?
No, man. I don't think humans are trash. I think they have a place to
You're
grow.
lying.
You're
You're
lying.
lying.
You
I'm not
are.
gonna let you finish. You're lying.
Come on, bro. We know you're lying.
I know, man. It's hard. I don't have anything off the top of my head though. I just like Googling things.
Hey, the previous podcast,
no.
another situation of the people who attacked Lizzo for getting in shape.
Yeah, we're not gonna backtrack though.
It's another trash move. Like
That was a while
we
ago.
can go all day.
What did you say?
Friction.
Suchie upset me today. You showed me that post suicide bomber. Is that what I'm saying?
Jesus, the suicide bomber from Kentucky.
Was that on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
And you know what? No, exactly. I know your face. No, I know. If someone didn't tell me about it, I want to know about it.
I wouldn't have known about it. And since when did suicide bombing become popular in the U.S.?
It was in Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville, Tennessee. So I don't even know anything about it.
I mean, Suchie, they happen every once in a while. I mean,
No, but it's.
you say that like they happen on a regular basis. I mean, it's once in a while.
I'm not from U.S. citizens though.
I mean,
It might not have been intentional suicide bombing because a lot of those guys make bombs.
Well, no. It's Nashville's bombers' bizarre writings reveal belief in aliens and lizard people.
aliens and lizard people.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the guy that the police knew has been building bombs for like last year?
I didn't know anything about that.
Knew he had been building bombs for the past year.
He's known as the Christmas bomber. His name is Anthony Warner.
Ugh, trash.
The Christmas bomber.
Yeah, it happened on Christmas.
This is a very strange topic.
I mean,
Well, humans are trash. It's just I just want to go back to humans being trash.
Yeah.
oh my god, it blew up a whole city block.
Raylan actually put me onto this one. Who's the guy who shortened the refund check?
Oh, the house.
McConnell?
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah,
McConnell.
or I think it was either
that's
Mitch
a good
McConnell or Nancy Pelosi, one of them.
No, it's McConnell.
He shortened it.
I was
which
actually
was-
about to go into that because that's what's humans are trash of the week.
that it was a trash move of him, but I mean, what he got in return was hilarious.
So yeah, let me go over that. So my humans are trash. My humans are trash. Person/people is gonna apply for the entire week in the past couple of weeks. My humans are trash are the Senate, the entire U.S. Senate, Democrats included. So of course, as everybody knows, the pipe dream of $2,000 stimulus checks more than likely isn't happening and will ever happen. Mostly due to Mitch McConnell because of the fact that he's been sitting on
Bitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell, whatever you want to call him, the turtle, the living turtle that's the head of the Senate.
I need that to be a shirt.
I guarantee you it is.
Yeah,
I'm about to go on Amazon.
Yeah, somebody somewhere probably got it. But yeah, under the leadership of Mitch McConnell, who's not choosing to vote on this or decided to load that bill up with other things, knowing that it's not going to get a vote, turn down the $2,000 stimulus checks. But it's not just his fault because 41 Democrats, so pretty much 41 of the 49 Democrats in the Senate also decided to basically squash the debate on the checks. So in this instance, this is one of those instances that Trump is right. He said, hey, this is Democrats' fault. Yeah, the Democrats in the Senate don't give a damn. 41 of them at least. The other 7 of them, or 7 or 8 of them, I mean, they're fighting for us to have $2,000 in our pockets. But what's funny is, what happened over the weekend is that somebody or a group of people decided to vandalize Mitch McConnell's house.
He's really not. He's gonna take this person. He's like, oh y'all, they really not getting nothing now.
Did you hear what they did though?
To his garage.
No.
In his driveway. Go.
Oh. Nah, you go ahead. You say it, Suchie. I'm like, because they
spray painted, I guess his gate, and they put his front door. They put animal blood in his driveway. I feel like there was some other stuff she told me, but like after animal blood, I just like.
Yeah, because that was kind of.
Yeah.
They got you at animal.
There were bags there were like 3 bags that were separated on his door. So it was like they hung something up there. It might have been just dead animals, But yeah, they just went in on that house. Of course, the grammar on it was hilarious because they spelled "Where's my money?" WERE as opposed to WHERE. But
Oh, Nancy's home vandalized too.
I knew it was gonna happen. What they do to her? More
what they do to her?
Give me half a second. Wait. Vandals in the U.S. attacked the homes of the leaders of Nancy.
Fake blood in a pig's head.
Oh, we're left outside the California home of Nancy Pelosi. Graffiti was thrown on the House of Senate Majority Leader. So they left a pig head on hers.
Why did they leave it on hers? She passed that $2,000.
Like
I mean,
but is that enough?
I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing.
It at least passed on her side, and she put it up to vote, and it passed.
I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing I told her. This is how organizations get built. Like this is gonna be something radical to come out of this if people don't get stuff in order.
Yeah, but ultimately at the end of the day, the entire state of Kentucky is trash too because they blatantly voted to keep Mitch in office.
No, there's an S on that.
Yeah,
it's small, but
it's the wrong wares, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the wrong wares.
They missed the they missed
got
the
an H. They misspelled where. That was the point I made. I said they spelled WERE as opposed to WHERE.
That's funny. They were like, "We're in a hurry." It doesn't matter.
2K.
This is why.
Wait, cancel rent.
Yeah, for the eviction moratorium and everything else.
This is why I hate. This is why.
Oh, that was Nancy's house.
This is why I hate the two-party democracy. I hate it because it's stuck with it. A lot of stuff gets held up for arguing on two sides.
Both sides are trash.
Yeah,
like it's
both sides aren't for the people.
I mean, I guess, yeah, it's just like if two people are arguing, you always need a third person of insight. That's why people have therapy.
Well, but in the end, the third person has a
to be-
side.
Yeah.
So
In order for that to work, the way you would expect it to work is that the third party has to be completely unbiased. But at the end of the day, that third person has to take a side.
So what you're saying is therapy doesn't work. Marriage counseling is stupid.
I'm not saying that.
No, therapy works when there's a neutral person. There are no neutral people in democracy.
Well, therapy works when there's a neutral person and both parties actually
participate.
Are participating.
We just need a dictator.
We had one.
Like I said, communism is sounding real good on paper right about now. It sounded
man,
like on paper, it sounds like a great idea.
Let's look at all the communist countries that had the coronavirus and how did they take care of that. I'm not saying I'm a communist.
All I'm saying is,
but I'm just saying
Australia looks
It's on
real
paper.
fun.
Australia's not even a communist country.
They're not, but their New Year's party looks fun.
Baby, let's go to Sweden.
Ooh, Sweden. And work at Burger King for $25 an hour.
$25 an hour.
I can do that.
Yeah, the Burger King in Sweden, they get paid $25 an hour.
Oh, I can do hair.
They'll love you out there because you know some black people out there. They're like, oh, black. She does hair.
Wait, isn't Sweden the country that was posting that thing like they wanted people of color to move there and they were going to pay you to move there?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, son.
Oh man.
Too bad you're Hispanic.
You said too bad you can't spend it.
Oh, too bad you're Hispanic.
Look, I am black, sir.
Oh, okay, do like $500.
Well, no, it's
No, I want to see the conversion.
He's over here crunching the numbers.
500 then. I just want to see what the conversion is.
Jerry over here crunching them numbers.
$500 is 4,105 Swedish kronas.
Oh, yeah, because they're not in euros. They still got their own money.
Let's go.
Yeah, $1 is worth 7.8.
So I'm assuming their cost of living is actually affordable as well.
And
Right.
also they have free health care.
We could all go right now and live like kings.
Yeah, as a group, if we all go save our money, we'll be perfectly fine. We will have enough time to live our life to find jobs. We can go there jobless and be okay.
I mean, and technically we all have skills to bring.
The government would swarm in on us because they think we're African spies. A group of 7 black people up starting their life and moving to Sweden for no reason. The most
No. We're from America. We have all the reason.
they don't believe that.
No, I believe they do.
Look at you.
Have you seen the way other countries look at us? They feel bad for us.
Look at your hair, Brittany. You're
I can change it.
You're
I can change
African
it.
spy.
Take them gold things.
You're African spy, bro.
I can change it. I can get a wig.
They're gonna
My hair can be straight.
They're gonna be.
I can be blonde.
Waterboarding Brendan. He's just gonna break. Okay, I told you everything. I let you know about my country. We have 6 lions, 8 goats.
When did I become? When did I become a Ugandan?
Wait, hey, because of all
Hey,
the
why do I gotta be
psychological
waterboarded?
warfare.
I'm fine with water. I'll be more worried about Suchie getting waterboarded because he can't swim. He'd panic. So yeah, so that is the hat of the week is Congress because they are trash just like any other humans. So we finally made 2021. Do we expect any? None of us expect anything better from it. Like agreed.
I mean, and I hate that anybody that's listening is that you don't have to wait for a year to change. You can change at any point in your life, and a lot of people use a year as a reset to reset their lives.
It's in March.
Back on this March date.
I mean, it makes sense because it's the dead of winter, and it would make sense that the world
year
would reset
starts
with
Yeah.
spring.
With spring.
Yeah.
It's birth of new life and everything.
Not according to Julius.
The guy that got stabbed in the back.
Y'all on first name basis. He said me and old Jules. No, but like, so I want to, anybody that's listening, I encourage people to just don't use this year as a basis of getting success or changing your life around. Just do it.
I feel bad for the gyms though, because this is their hot season for new enrollments, and a lot of them are closed because of the Rona.
That's true.
Yes, guys, Rona's still here.
Oh, a new strand too.
Yeah, new year, new me, new year, new Rona.
I usually feel the same way Jeremy does because there's no difference in years. But this is the first time where I physically think the year itself had a presence. You know what I mean? I really think 2020, the embodiment of it, had a presence because we all had rough years. You almost died. Your husband almost died.
Yeah.
You lost your buried treasure under the house.
I lost my job. Thank you very much.
He lost his buried treasure in it.
I lost the same job twice. So, and then you had an okay year actually.
No, it was not an okay year, but we will not talk about that.
Sushi stuff is
Personal.
mental.
Yeah, your problems are just Suchie problems. Had nothing to do with the year itself.
Yeah,
His stuff could have happened in any year.
Yeah, it could happen whenever.
You still working? You got a beautiful baby boy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Your skin's clean.
you got issues, but not.
You just need your hair done, but
See, look at you, but mess with that mic again.
Touching the mic.
Why'd you go get the baby?
Oh, you woke up.
What's that got to do with you? Oh, it's your child.
you non-parent. Be quiet.
Why'd you get it?
You at work, nigga. This is a job.
I think I'm probably the least pessimistic of the group. I try to be very optimistic.
You try.
I like to think that we're realists, not pessimistic.
No, y'all, I used the right word. And so, I mean, like, I don't have any like New Year's resolutions or anything like that, but I do like to think that people can use this time to make a change.
Make a plan.
This year doesn't have to be the same as last year, but it can be different. I'll say that. It does not have to be as bad. It can be a lot better, but like IbeFriction was saying, do it now. Don't wait. Don't. If you were all of 2020, all December 2020 saying, yeah, next year I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, when you had the opportunity to just do it right then, it's empty.
I'll also say is that people are, and kind of going on what Torrin says, that people have made 2020 an entity. So looking for 2021 to be a savior, wrong approach.
Bad idea.
I wasn't saying looking at Savior.
Well, no,
I didn't finish.
I'm not
not
saying,
that
but
you
that's
were
what
saying
people.
that.
That's what
Yeah.
people are. Because it's like, oh man, I can't wait 2020 over because 2021 is here. And
Yeah.
thankful. It's like
Nah,
it's 360. You'd have no idea
Yeah.
what's left
and
in
as
this
of,
year.
and as of right now, nothing has fundamentally changed from 2021 to
Like-
2020.
The last
A new
3 days.
strand came out at the last December.
Yeah, like the
Vaccines
like
are getting destroyed.
like-
People like it's
Suicide bomber.
I mean, this vaccine could honestly go left, and I don't know. Give everybody some type of crippling disease. Like,
Oh,
Well, you-
yeah,
well, you
we
also-
can have a zombie outbreak.
Well,
You know,
you wanna know-
that's on my bingo sheet.
You want to know what's something funny about the? You want to know something funny about the vaccine though that probably nobody is talking about? The vaccine stops you from getting really sick, but it doesn't stop you from passing it.
So it's pointless.
Yeah, it's for you and only you, but you can still get it,
So it only
and you can
works-
still give it to others.
So once again, it's like the mask. It only really works the way they want it to work if everybody does it.
Hey, the vaccine makes you asymptomatic.
yeah, no, that's basically it makes you asymptomatic.
That's the thing, because people get confused with vaccine and cure. A vaccine is not a cure.
No.
It just stops you from getting sick,
Well,
Well, it's
maybe.
It's
or
right.
or it just
It increases the
asterisk
chance.
mark.
Yeah, it increases the chance of you not getting sick from the virus.
because your body learns to deal
And
with it
there's-
previously to it.
I don't- yeah. And then it's a two-parter at that. So you have to make sure you get it on schedule.
The Pfizer one is a two-parter.
The
Moderna's isn't.
it's on one shot.
No,
Yeah.
I thought Moderna was a two-parter.
Pfizer's two.
Pfizer's is a two-parter. Moderna's isn't.
And that was good for my stocks, boy, because I got into Moderna and it was about $60.
Which is weird because, well, I don't know this part because I'm not a healthcare worker and all that stuff. Are these vaccines going to be free to us, or do we have to pay for them?
Insurance 9 times out of 10.
They plan on making them free because they're trying to get.
Because they want as many people as possible.
Yeah, they're trying to get. I think what was the percentage? I think
80.
80%. They're trying to get 80%, so they want to remove the cost being a thing. If they do that, no one has an excuse to not get it.
Well, there's also one thing too is that you can force something that's free. You can't force me to pay for something. You know what I mean?
I mean, technically, by rights, they can't force you to take.
No, yes,
anything.
they can. Yes, they can.
For the betterment of the nation, yeah, technically.
If they force me to get car insurance.
Yeah, but they can't. That's not a
And
right.
The
No,
way
they
they do it is
they
they
can't
kind
for-
of like they red light you into getting it.
Yeah,
So
I mean, they
it's
can't
like-
force you to take the needle, but it's
They're
gonna
gonna
be
make it
it's gonna be a
really
consequence
difficult.
for not getting it.
Yeah, it's
Especially
like,
you.
oh, you can't. You like healthcare workers.
Oh, yeah,
Healthcare workers
government.
that don't want to take it
Can't
it's
work.
Like, you won't work.
Well,
I'm saying
even
that's-
higher.
that's-
Well, think about it like this. Imagine how many people are in universities and in school. Like right now, my university, they require people to take the flu shot. I do not see it out of the blue where they require people to take the COVID shot to be able to live on campus. Now you talk about
When did they put that in place? Because when I went, I wasn't.
when did you? I currently work there.
No, I'm asking. That's what I'm
Oh,
asking.
like, I don't know why you're surprised.
Because I'm saying when I went, I was.
That wasn't a- yeah, that wasn't a thing.
But that was.
You didn't work there, though.
But how long ago? Was,
He
Yeah,
said
that-
anyone attending the
Okay, well, I'm
university.
trying to help
pause.
you.
That's
Yeah, the
what-
point.
it's a legit
Suchi's question is
question.
when did that start? That's all he's asking.
It's
No, are
started-
you saying working or attending the school itself?
both.
So if you to go to college, you have to have
Well,
a
if
shot.
you live
To
on,
live on
to live on campus. So, yes.
Yeah, that was the question. When did it
When did
start?
it
Because
start?
we
That's
all,
my
we all
only
Yeah,
question.
we all lived on campus, and none of us did that.
Well, it started fall.
This fall. Oh,
Yeah,
so this is
yeah, because
So
you
this
got to
is
think all of these things are starting because of the response to the pandemic.
Okay.
So when you think of it like that, is that you can leave a valid response that says, "Hey, if you want to live on campus, you have to have these shots." And I work at a small university with small housing. You got campuses that has 10, 20,000 people on campus, and a lot of people are going to be able to take. They're going to take that to get the on-campus college experience, especially these big schools.
No, I get it. It's just like when you send your regular kid, you could either homeschool if you don't want to give them the virus, but if you want to send them to public school, you have to take
Certain vaccinations.
certain vaccinations. Like I get it. I was just confused when
And
you
the
said that
only-
because I was like, when the hell did this start?
Y'all,
The
y'all
only
been
loop-
out for a while.
yeah, that's the point. We didn't.
The only loophole is the only safety net that people have is being able to say for religious or personal reasons, depending on the place. You can just say personal reasons and don't have to give an explanation. And right now, I think that's that's another thing I've been seeing in Congress lately is them trying to do away with that part, trying to make it so that you can't use any excuse to not be vaccinated. As of right now, it still stands, but I know that there have been a lot of bills that certain people are trying to get passed to say that you can't refuse.
And I believe in the circle of H.A.T that will get passed, and human beings will lose that right in America because they've lost so many other rights.
Eventually, yeah. As of right now, though, anti-vaxxers are just way too strong of a force to let that happen. And that's another thing. And I think that's why they're trying so hard with this, with the publicity of the vaccine to make it appealing so that, it doesn't get so big of a pushback. Because, like you said, like they only need 80%. If 80% of people get the vaccine, herd immunity kicks in and it's not a threat. And that's what they're banking on right now. And for the most part, I can see that happening, especially when people either don't know that they have the option to refuse, or if they're just, okay with it.
Well, I don't know. We'll see when we get there, I guess. I just,
Yeah.
You got.
I just, I mean, okay, we're gonna figure it out. We can all speculate and guess, but at the end of the day, they're gonna do what the fuck they want to do.
This is true.
So I mean, it's just figure it out when we get there, cross that bridge, I guess. Mm-hmm. But back to what we were talking about, the people who do go into 2021 with a New Year's resolution,
New year, new me.
New Year, new you. The best process, I would say, is go along similar to the fitness process, is setting goals that are realistic, long-term and short-term goals as well. So weekly, monthly, and then your yearly goals. And your yearly goals shouldn't be anything crazy, like make $100,000 or something that if you don't get, it like completely destroys your year. Treat the year as like a progression, not an end goal. You know what I mean? But I do understand people who do see this year as a restart, just because it's like one of those years that like just tear you down, like that tore people down so rapidly. And now I think it only feels like a restart because we're at the point now we're getting used to everything. It just happened to be this month where things are like starting to become normal as far as like understanding how things are like. It's not the shock of the job losses and the deaths and everything like now. We're used to everything at this point. You know what I mean? And then we're getting out of some people are getting out of the holiday season, and it's nothing to look forward to until the summer, really. You know what I mean? So the next 6 months is a good chance for people to kind of reset, get away from like spending and doing anything that might like, hinder their growth moving forward.
When you were talking about the goal setting, I forget who taught me this, but they say that you take your long-term goals and break your long-term goals down into different short-term goals.
Yeah.
That way, everything you're doing is to attain
The long-term goal.
long-term goal. And it helps keep you focused and organized, and it keeps you on track, and it's less overwhelming. Because if your long-term goal is to start a business, then it's like, okay, now let's break this down. So now it's, okay, I need to get a LCC. I need to get this. I need to get, I need to do these little things. And all of these little things will help me get this big thing that I'm trying to do.
The most relatable one that I've heard recently is for people who smoke, like not cigarettes, but like who smoke. They tend to say, I'm not smoking no more, which 9 times out of 10, that's one of them goals you're going to fail at. One thing
Hard to go cold turkey.
Yeah. One where you should start at is probably say for this month.
You gotta start loading that.
I'm gonna try not to smoke as much, or
always make it
something like
measurable.
that, like something that's realistic.
But always make it measurable though. Make things you can actually count and like tangible goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna feel better this week. Well, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm gonna read 20 pages a week of a book I like. I'm going to, limit my phone time to 2 hours a day, or internet time to this amount of time a day. You know what I mean? Our game 2 hours a day.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like kind of going what you're saying, Torrance. Is that I've been dealing with this like when talking to people for a long time. Is that they have an ideal philosophical concept of what they want, but no actual analytical data to go with it. So like you're saying, like they'll say, "Oh, I want to feel better," or even in a relationship, "Oh man, well, I'm about to take a break, and I'm gonna work on myself." What does that even? With what?
Like you say you're gonna work on yourself, but you're not saying what exactly you're gonna work on.
So like if people setting goals themselves, like so just kind of piggyback what you're saying. Numbers matter, and numbers is a good way of tracking where you're at.
Like one of my things, and this isn't necessarily a New Year's resolution, but I've been wanting to, just work out more. So I know that I'm not gonna work out at the gym. I know I'm not. It's going to be a waste of money for me. So I bought something that I can work out at home. So I'm doing something for me. And I try to work out at least 3-4 times out the week. And then, my next step is to get a whoop strap to actually measure what I'm doing.
It's working. I just touched you. It's working. Good job.
So like it's got to be things that you can actually, like
So
you
you
said.
getting a WAP strap?
Oh, a whoop strap.
A whoop?
Yeah.
A what?
Whoop.
A what?
Whoop.
A WAP?
Whoop.
Wait, what's a whoop strap?
It basically measures everything
Thank you.
as far as your body goes. So
Thank you.
Oh, you mean like the measuring tape?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Measuring. You could just say
measures
tape
everything.
measure.
It does. Like your watches and phones and stuff stop at a certain I don't really know how to explain it.
Oh,
Does it
it's
measure
a
your
it's a
BMI?
it's a
But
watch.
it's a strap and a watch, I think. But no,
Your
I think it is
BMI?
a watch. It does that, but
So
it basically
it's like-
tells
it's
you
like
when
a-
your body's ready to work out again.
Oh, it's like a garment. Okay, I thought you said like a strap. We're thinking you mean like a
like a
physical
physical-
strap.
Nah, it's
That measures everything.
No, okay.
And I'm
So
like-
you think like a watch or like a heart rate monitor?
that's what I'm saying. It's not a watch because there's no clock, but
It's a monitor.
yeah.
You can have
Okay.
watches that don't have clocks on it.
Yeah, it's a monitor. Okay, it's a
Wait, did you
electronic
say you
monitor.
can have a watch that has no clock on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't have a clock on it.
There's a clock right there.
Those are just numbers, G.
okay. Okay.
Don't tell me the time, son.
That's his
All
heart.
right.
That's his heart rate, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, that's philosophical.
I'm just saying.
Numbers don't mean there's a clock.
Yeah.
Hey, if I get a clock and just
No.
throw random
No.
Letters on it.
yeah, throw letters on it, it's a clock.
Yeah.
You ever watch Sesame Street?
That's
Hey.
whoop.
That's
whoop.
whoop.
No, that's
Whoop.
whoop.
It's whoop.
No, that's not ooh. That's whoop. Whoop. You mean to tell me I be getting whoopings? I be getting whoopings?
Cool whip.
As long as you throw it somewhere and go, hey, whoop, there it is. I just want that joke done at least one time in your household.
I'll
needs
put it
to
on
be.
TikTok.
I'll talk about you later, Suchie, because there's a lot of
How much?
easier
How
stuff.
much is it?
It's the
That
watch
does
is
this?
free. It the
It's a subscription you got to pay for.
subscription
How much
is
is
like
it?
$20-$30.
But why? Okay.
Is it $20-$30 a month?
I think so. It might not even be
There's
that much.
cheap-
At that point, you might as well just go to a gym.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm not gonna work out at a gym. I know me.
How much?
I've
is
had
it?
multiple gym memberships.
It's $30.
It's $30 a month.
You're renting a strap.
Oh,
for
you're
$30
renting
a
it.
month.
No, the strap
I
is
mean,
yours.
it's yours, but it's $30 a month.
Because it doesn't work without the subscription.
You can buy something that's already out there. That's
Like a BitFit, right?
Yeah, a
Fitbit.
A
Fitbit.
Fitbit. Yeah, there we go.
And you don't have
Fitbit.
to pay a subscription.
Technically, your Galaxy Watch should do that.
The one you're
When I
paying
looked
for?
it up, and when I looked it up, the Galaxy Watch that I had stops at what this does.
So wait, is the point of the strap to tell you when your body's ready to work out?
I guess in the main goal, yeah, is to tell you when your body's at optimum level to work out again.
And you wonder why we call you bougie.
I'm not bougie.
I'm Suchie, and I need a device to tell me when to work out. Not just,
My issue is the subscription-based advice.
So the thing about this, so it's just a Fitbit without the clock.
But if you stop the subscription, I doubt that you'll be able to use the.
Because if you look on the Fitbit, so when
that's the thing. I don't know anything about Fitbits since 2010.
this is a Fitbit. So when I have like Spotify and apps and Starbucks and shit on here, this is just a one-time payment. And like the thing about this, so like when you buy a Fitbit, you have to lay down, and you have to just lay down for like 10 minutes while it like takes a baseline of your heart rate and everything, and then it tracks your sleep, it tracks your breathing, it tracks like your O2 and everything.
Which one?
Yeah, so you're better off just buying the newest Fitbit
130.
because it's a one time and it's just the app's free.
I want to just plug us as a friend group. We have a lot of different skills, and I'm also talking to you, Suchie. Use your brother.
I just went to work out with him a few days ago.
But
That was one time.
have you heard about this whoops thing?
No, you could have texted me that. I would have told you that was a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think before you would have talked to us, you would have went ahead, got this thing.
No, I've been debating on this for about 9 months.
Okay, back to my plug. You can use us with different areas that we are experts in our life.
Which
Like,
I have.
okay, just do more. I just would have hated you by a $30 subscription
And-
to tell you says it's time now.
And in my mind,
Lift something.
And in my mind, if you're spending $30 a month for a device that's telling you when to work out, that $30 could have went towards
You
the
could
gym.
just pay Torrance.
Yeah, you could have paid Torrance and train with
And he
him.
would have told you when to work out.
Yeah, I text you every day. What you doing? Nothing. Work out.
PayPal, thank you.
That's $250 for today. I charge you per day. Make it easier. Spread it out.
And that's a side thing because like for my smartwatch, the one thing I don't use it for is fitness. I don't use it for that. Really. Like the only exception is if I've been running. So doing like my marathon runs and stuff, like to track my distance, that's it.
Yeah, running's good.
But other than that, like I don't need it to tell me how many steps I made or my calories burned because I don't need a device to tell me.
I used to use Suchi's watch for that because he doesn't really use his watch.
Well, he'd always forget it at your place, so it became yours by association.
I use his watch so much more than he does, and I'm just throwing it out there because when I go to your house, I'm gonna sell it again.
But my mindset to it, especially for like, training, I don't need a device to tell me when to go train. I know I need to do it today. I don't care what time I get it done, as long as I get it done. And I know when I'm having a good day and a bad day.
I think I use when I was still in Suchi's and I had the old one. I use it for heart rate. When I was tracking my heart rate when I was doing HIIT, and also my rest periods, make sure I wasn't breaking for too long.
Mm-hmm. I just set the timer on my phone for my rest periods, or I look at there's a giant clock in my gym that has so I look at that and I just track it from there. That's just my personal experience doing it. But
Yeah, for like in reality, man, watches are for, and like these watches are really meant for specific types of training.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like lifting weights is just it's not. You don't need a watch for that. You're lifting.
I hate having things on my wrist when I'm lifting weights. I absolutely hate it.
Well, I mean that's a personal thing.
Yeah.
But I'm saying just in general, like you don't need anything on this watch to help you get bigger. But if you're swimming, if you're running, if you're training for something that's more anaerobic, and you need to track those things,
Perfect.
then you need the watches. You know what I mean? If your heart rate's important,
Yeah.
or the way you breathing, your rest times, your lapping things, your timing things like that, that's when the watches kind of come handy.
But if you're using it for strength training, they're worthless.
I actually used it.
I've
I used
like
it.
that's
To,
a,
I used
I've
to
been
track
told wrong in my the entire time.
Who you been talking to? It wasn't me.
Just no, it wasn't. But I'm saying
non-professionals, non-people that
not
didn't go to school for it.
non-professionals, but like I guess if you wanted to go lift, that your heart rate had to be at a certain
No.
Wait, your heart rate had to be a certain thing before you start working
before
out?
you started working out.
No.
Wait, what?
Who told you that?
So everyone's baseline heart rate has to be a certain thing before they work out?
Like you shouldn't go in with a resting heart rate when you start lifting. Your heart rate should be high before you start lifting.
I mean, you can do that by warming up.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But it's not a requirement.
But that's not a requirement.
So people increase their heart rate before working out because if they want to burn some more calories while working out. Like I know this. One of my trainers, he'll run for 30 minutes, get his heart rate up, and then work out because he want to be a little bit exhausted before he starts working out. But he's not trying to build muscle. He's just trying to burn more calories while he's working out. It's not a requirement though. It's just different way of doing things.
And for getting bigger, that's definitely not the case.
Yeah, because you don't want to burn. You don't want to be on a caloric deficit when you're trying to get big.
Use your resources, Suchie. I beg you. I beg you, please.
It's like worst case scenario. You should be eating middle of your workout.
The middle of your workout?
It's called intra workout carbs. So people use glycogen packages, which is or like honey, Sour Patch Kids, stuff like those.
Did you say
Shot
Sour
blocks?
Patch Kids?
Yeah, anything high glycemic that would burn really quickly. So it's supposed to use like mid workout. So a lot of powerlifters will just pop some like honey mid workout because like your workout, if you're lifting weights, like for real, like your workout's an hour and a half. So like if you eat your pre workout an hour, because some people like have real sensitive stomachs. I can't eat right before I work out. I need like an hour before I lift. So like I eat like at 4 o'clock. I work out at 5. I warm up, get started at 5:30. I won't finish till like 6:37, fight 7:30 sometimes. Like that's a long time without eating. You know what I mean? And especially like if you're so you're like you wait an hour anyway, half that food starting to digest, so you don't want to miss out on that. So you probably like get some high glycemic stuff to kind of get an extra pump, a little extra energy mid workout, so you can kind of carry it to the rest of your workout.
Depends on what workout you're doing because I don't have the schedule to work out 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
I gotta crunch it in.
Yeah.
Like little rest period, superset, giant set, and then go. Because I used to, man. And I really miss working out for long periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't.
Relaxing.
I can't anymore. I gotta go. All right, boom, boom, lift, boom, boom, boom. All right, see you later, everybody.
Sometimes I'm too relaxed. Sometimes I take too long. I do. That's a problem, man. I gotta start using my watch.
Yeah. See how long you're there.
But back to
Yeah, I definitely want one.
asking for help though. I
the agreement.
reached out to a buddy of mine who he owns Molo Solutions, a big company, big shipping company in Chicago. He's a co-founder and board member. Built it from scratch with another buddy. Huge company now. They have a big team in Illinois. They have a team in Dominican Republic. I think another team in a different country. But he's one of my close friends from college, and he had this like detailed life plan that he wrote from scratch from stuff he does every year. And I asked him for a copy of it, and it's actually pretty legit. And I've been filling it out the last couple of days. You know what I mean? So just using stuff like that, you know, not being afraid to ask for help, because it's important. Because a lot of things we won't learn without asking for help. Like fitness, it's not something you learn until you ask for help. Stocks, money, credit, these aren't things you just inherently learn unless you're in a privileged situation. But most cases you have to learn. I didn't even look at them.
Yeah, that was all Jeremy. I know.
Okay, I'm gonna say I didn't even.
No, because I'm looking at you, and
Yeah.
I know you're not talking about me
Yeah.
specifically, but Jeremy always wins red. We're like,
Yeah.
I bet.
So
So how do you guys feel about because you said that your buddy wrote down a life plan. So how do you guys
I like
feel
playing
about
template.
a
So.
life plan template? So how do you guys feel about vision boards? Because I remember at one point in time they were really hot, but I don't really have a huge
I think
search.
vision boards are meant for children and young girls. I as an adult, I don't get it. Like as a grown person, I saw somebody recently. I think I was on TikTok, and they said instead of making a vision board, they made a vision book, and I'm just like, it's an activity I would do with my kids, you know, or I would encourage high schoolers to do, because a lot of times when you're younger, if you're a visual person, I get it. But, you know, in general, I think that's more for like a younger, you know, 18 and under than me, or maybe even 21 and under, because, you know, it's seeing those type of things every day, having it somewhere. And if you're that type of person who is motivated, who can self-motivate by seeing these things and knowing what you want to do and actually stick to your plans and your goals and things like that, it works. But as a 30-year-old woman, it's an activity.
hey, just do whatever works for you.
I don't think the vision board is not a plan. It's just a goal.
No, that's
You
why
know
I
what
was
I
saying it's a visual way to see, okay, I want this. Okay, I know I want a house and I want this and I want this. And it's like having a daily reminder to see the things that you want and make sure like, okay, I want these things, so let me work towards getting these things. But that doesn't work for most people.
But you know what the new age vision board is? Instagram. The stuff you follow is what you want.
I have a Pinterest for that.
I'm just saying, even like, but like, I mean, like, think about it though.
I'll
Like,
do a Pinterest board real quick.
People follow things they're interested in. Like, we follow fighters, we follow fitness athletes, We follow sports. You know what I mean? There's things. We follow friends, obviously, but
unvocal manifestation.
Out of the people I follow on Instagram, I might know 30% of the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like it's Instagram is probably pretty much my vision board in a sense, except for the naked bitches. I just like naked bitches.
No, somebody I need to be more vocal on their Instagram is CT Fletcher.
More vocal.
Yes.
That man always yelling at folks.
He's like trying not to die.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep
he had a heart
forgetting.
attack. Like
Didn't he have a heart transplant?
He had a heart transplant.
Yeah. He got small and everything. Like,
he's a vegan now. He changed his whole lifestyle.
yeah.
He's not
It's
really into the
pretty
hardcore training thing anymore.
No.
And like
He still yells at people though. But
yeah, he'll do it and he'll do what he can, but he's not in the gym like he used to.
And then his gym got shut down for the by the FBI.
What?
makes sense.
Oh yeah, him and Mike Rashid's gym in Florida. Miami got raided by the FBI because it was a drug ring.
Makes sense.
So that's why they disappeared for a while because they had a federal case. And then they cleared Suchie Fetcher right away, but Mike Rashid's like his son, so they closed that gym down in Miami. Like last year? Was it last year? Year before last year?
It was the year before last because I remember Mark Rashid just started getting
Into boxing, right?
yeah.
So yeah, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So his partner in the gym got arrested. He's in.
That's why you don't see any. It's for a long time you didn't see any videos in that gym anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. $1 million steroid ring. It's like I said, it's illegal to sell. Legal to take.
We can take it. So, anyway, so get ready to close things out. What is something you guys would hope?
I'm scared of needles.
What are some things that you guys will hope to see or hope to change? And it can be realistic and very unrealistic. Well, what would you hope to see change in 2021?
Unrealistically, I wish I would get laser guns soon.
Well, I mean, they did make a plasma lightsaber.
They did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
A functioning
one.
lightsaber.
It actually retracts and everything, and it cuts through metal like butter. Actually, it melts metal like butter.
I enjoyed watching that 30-minute video of them making it.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Even the hilt looked like a lightsaber. It was steampunked lightsaber, but it looked like a lightsaber.
You know how easy crime would be if we had blasters? With no bullet fragments, no. Oh my God, bro! Drive-bys would be pew pew pew. Get the bus in, boy.
What's something realistic?
Like Christmas lights on the fucking street. I'd be out the motherfucker.
Okay.
Han this nigga. This is the way.
Mando plug.
That's like, oh my God, I need to finish that, boy.
I just finished it.
No, he didn't watch it yet.
So anyway, what is a realistic change you hope to see in 2021?
Realistic change. Oh man, I would hope more active prosecutions of like.
I thought you were about to say more accurate prostitutes.
I hate inaccurate prostitutes. Like, hey man, we get a blowjob, puts a finger in my butt. Like, whoa, it's not what I asked
Damn,
for.
son, where'd you find this?
That was not accurate, ma'am. No, the prosecution of like more like
Bad police
officers and shady like just shady like white people in general. Like that one like white lady who bought her daughter's colleges.
Oh, I'm Becky.
Yeah, and she's out now. You know what I mean? Like
Felicia Hoffman?
yeah,
I'm Becky.
yeah. It's just like we need to get
While
on top
her
of
daughter does a publicity tour of saying anyway, I hate the privilege so much.
this. Yeah, I just a knock closer between privilege and middle class.
Either that or just give everybody that has under $100,000 like 4 get out of jail free cards.
Mm-hmm. Or Uncle Biden take a chip out of this student loan debt.
Just
The brown
eliminate it,
shoes
man.
next to them stairs.
You know what you were wearing, boy.
In the blue suit.
We got Carfax evidence. We got tape. Suchie, what about you?
Unrealistic.
Oh, here we go. You know what? How about you start with realistic?
No, I'll start with unrealistic.
No, start with realistic.
Realistic
Yes.
to be able to throw a cosplay party around my birthday.
That's a plan. That's not really a change. He said,
No.
"What do you want to change in the?"
That's what I'm saying. It's realistic.
It's a goal for him.
Because COVID, you can't do anything.
So you want COVID restrictions to be loosened?
I wanted to be over
I'm
with.
sorry. I forgot. Everybody speaks Suchie. My bad.
For the party.
For the party though,
Yeah.
not for the mental health of the nation.
Because I'm about to say, like, Suchie, if you want us to just cosplay and come over and celebrate your birthday, I mean,
Because my question is,
we could shoot an episode and cosplay, like.
because
I'm turning 30. Like,
this is a realist conference. This is a realist. I'm not being an asshole. I'm not being a dick. But like, how many people can you have in the house? Like 10, right? For the COVID restrictions for like a party.
Yeah, I think.
Do you know enough people where that would be an issue for you? Because I don't know how many friends you have that would
Suchie
actually
is
cosplay.
close to his family though.
But would they cosplay? I'm talking about people who actually cosplay. though.
I know people who don't actually cosplay, but I don't know a lot of people who actually cosplay, but I know a lot of people who would be involved in it because I asked. That's what I do know.
And you wouldn't say cosplay to those people. You would just
No, I
say
wouldn't.
dress up.
Yeah.
So you want people to just dress up?
Have a costume party.
Like costume
Like,
party. Yeah,
like
you
a
would say
costume party. That's all I would say.
Okay, so that's easy. That's different than cosplaying though.
No, because there would be no like.
Because cosplay, you got to act with it too. You got to give the voices.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Costume party.
I'll be
My
okay
bad.
with that because I'll go off.
Yeah, bro. I'm Killer B. I'm fucking dancing
Like,
all night.
I like,
You would be Killer B.
Oh, 100%.
that would be my realistic one.
And then I turn rogue halfway
Now,
through the party.
If this is going to be a thing, if this is something you really
Start
want,
fucking fight niggas.
let's set this in stone now because I need to start getting pieces for my costume.
Because your birthday is in 2 months.
It is, but COVID restrictions are still high.
I don't care about that.
Just do it with 10 people.
Because we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it with you.
I mean,
You said realistic, so you're already shooting down your own.
I'm the reason I said realistic is because if the COVID restrictions weren't there, I would try and rent a place out so I could have 30 people. Like,
I don't think your realistic plans are really realistic.
that is realistic.
A 30-man
Cosplay?
cosplay
I
party?
said at least.
And you're gonna spend
At least 30?
And you're gonna
Yeah.
drop the cash.
Yeah.
To rent someplace out.
so you
For about
could
2
drop-
For
maybe 3 hours.
So you're gonna find 25 more people outside of
Or
us four in
even
Denver.
even not renting the place out, going to like a public event, or not a public event,
Just go
like a
to-
club or something.
Go to. I'm curious if you're unrealistic one.
Oh, my unrealistic one would be to finish writing Second Skin by this weekend and actually having it published in the Google Play Store. That is my unrealistic.
Wait, what is second skin?
That's how bad it is.
You don't
He's
know.
writing a book. He has a book. He has. I ain't gonna call it a book. It's not complete.
I mean, it's not complete. Me and Yosef started it a long time ago.
like 10 years ago.
You're writing a book with
Yosef?
No, like 5 years ago.
Okay.
If you guys don't know.
It's really good. I let you read it.
All right, can I tell the story how we met Yosef? I met Yosef. Jeremy was an RA, and they live in a 2-person room, and
Because we couldn't live together because of that.
we couldn't live together because of it. So I went to Jeremy's room, and because Jeremy always kept his door unlocked, and Jeremy was in his room. So we walk into the room. It's a really long living room, a kitchen to the right, living room to the left, and then Yosef's room far to the left, and then Jeremy's room right in front of then the bathroom. Jeremy's room right in front of the door. I walk into the living room, and Yosef is sitting, and Yosef is 6'7", dark,
African.
dark man, and he's only wears trench coats. Really nice dude though, really smart guy, but only wears trench coats. This motherfucker was.
he has underclothes other than church coat as well.
He wears clothes under his trench coats. Yes, sorry, but he only wears trench coats on top of his clothes. And I walk into the living room, and and it was funny, like a little bit later because we had just moved in, and I just got back from Chicago, and Jeremy was in his room. The living room was dark. Yosef was sitting in the corner in a chair in the dark, not on his phone, not talking, just sitting in the dark.
No TV.
No TV on, no laptop, nothing. No electronics, sitting in the dark in this chair. So the only reason I saw him was I opened the door, the light from the hallway flashed across his face. And if you guys remember in Watchmen when the guy got ate by the wolves and he has the glasses and they like white it out and he's not making any expressions when he's getting eaten by the wolves.
That's not Watchmen.
Oh, that's Sin City.
Sin City.
In Sin City, when dude's getting eaten by the wolves, and it's just blank faced, glasses flared over, and that's all I saw. I didn't see Yosef's eyeballs. I didn't see no expression. He didn't say anything to me. I walked into this man's home. He didn't address me. Didn't move. And I went to Jim. Like, who the fuck is that? He's like, oh, that's my roommate. I'm like, he's out there just sitting there, right? And then so later that day, I didn't want to go back out there, obviously. I'm sitting in the beanbag chair, and Yosef is like, he's moved from one chair to like standing. So he's just standing in the living room now, peeking into the room while we talk and play the game. And eventually I just turn the light on in the living room. Like, what's up, brother? He's like, hi, I'm Yosef. And then walks to his room. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And like, it was so upsetting because no one addressed it. No one thought it was weird but me.
Cause we knew him.
Wait, that's Yosef.
That was Yosef.
I hated that year because one, I didn't have as creepy of a moment with Yosef, but I had the moment where basically I walked in the room and he was just standing in front of his room in darkness.
And then the other crazy thing was that he was super light and quick.
Very.
It was a problem.
Could hear him coming.
I've never heard him make a sound. Stepping line.
He had to be at least 310, 320.
No, yeah, about 340.
Like
340.
and just
Twinkle toes, man.
Like a butterfly.
Like I said, I hated it because that happened. You abandoned me. Oh. Because you were about to put me in that room with that person that had ants in the first 24 hours of him living in that room.
This would happen. I walk into my room, and me and Brendan we were supposed to live with these two Asian people. And the Asians were living there all summer.
It was supposed to be the four of us.
It's really four of us.
But Jeremy became the RA, so he had to go to RA room.
Yeah.
So then it was just us.
Yeah, just us. And then we got put in. Those Brazilians. They were Brazilians. Mm-hmm. And I walked into the room. I got there first. And they had pizza boxes all over the fucking living room. And I shit you not, there were ants and like bugs everywhere. So I'm like, okay, hold on. I need to not do this. So I went down to the hallway. I'm like, hey, is there any rooms with 2 rooms open? Because I was looking for Brendan too. I did look for you. I did look for a room for you. And like, they said, did we end up living together that year?
No, we didn't.
We didn't. So yeah, he's like, no, it's none. I'm like, okay. Can you hold 2 rooms and just give me mine right now? And so they moved. Where did I live that year? Actually,
I don't know.
I don't know because y'all was always in his room.
What year was that?
That was 2014. No, 2014, 2015. Because I was pregnant by the end of that year.
That was your last year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was our last year.
I don't know where you lived. So
where the fuck
you
did I live?
You were in our room.
You were always with us.
I think you ended up back on the 3rd floor somewhere. Because how they turned out is after you moved, Brittany texted me and said, hey, Torn switch rooms. You might want to switch rooms because you didn't tell me. Brittany told me about it. But
I
told
you know what? Brittany to tell you. That's what happened.
No, you didn't.
No,
you did not.
Because why wouldn't you just tell me? Because we talked and you didn't tell me. So you were gonna leave me to the wolves.
And Brittany warned Brendan.
Because I instantly got mad at you because you didn't tell me. But
I panicked.
Regardless, it's nice to know that you at least considered finding another room for me without telling me this. But it worked out in my favor because the room that was available happened to be 2 doors down from Jeremy. So Jeremy became my RA because I was on the 4th floor. Mm-hmm. But I was in the room with Klein, Billy, and JG, which is half good, half great because JG and I became like this.
And you know what? JG needs to thank you that you knew me.
Yeah.
So
No. Everybody in that room needed to be thankful that you knew me, that I knew you. Because if it wasn't for me, that room would have been. They'd all been kicked out, all of them.
I'm really stressed out.
They owe me for their degree.
I'm really stressed out that I don't remember who I live with.
I don't remember. You left to get stuff to come back. I don't know where you went.
Oh my God, that's a problem, bro. Oh, I think I went back. Oh no. Okay, I think I went back and lived with was it Tyler? I think Tyler and Ryan. Yeah.
We don't know.
Well, I spent a lot of time at Katie's house too, though, because I was still dating her at the time when we graduated.
Anyway, Britt, realistic, unrealistic.
A realistic change. Like personally or worldly?
It can be personal or it can be general.
Anyway, Personally, I think
Last year was a blur.
my realistic goal for
Trying to get out of there,
2021 is to stay consistent with my working out and stuff. Because I'm kind of off the wagon right now. So I need to get back on track and stay
Last
there.
week of the year is the that's the off week.
I
Got
the
2
thought-
holidays.
The thought of me doing anything
Sweating.
hurts me.
Because to be
so-
fair, I haven't moved a weight since Christmas.
So yeah, that's the goal.
I do dips with Warren.
Yeah, oh my goodness, I'm just terrified of calling my
Squats.
trainer.
I'm
Terrified of calling my trainer.
And what would be your unrealistic one?
Unrealistic? Probably to see a change in the government that would benefit Black people.
That's a good one.
You know, I mean, I'm as much as I'm optimistic, I have no faith in our government when it comes to my people.
But that also involves people doing their job too.
Well, no, you're not wrong.
Because like that's a two-way street. Like, yes, it would be great for just the government to just go, hey, we've been treating Black people poorly. But that's also something that people have to do as well, because we elect our people in power.
And I will say that I think that 2020 definitely has its benefits because we are more aware of our government now.
Hopefully.
And we are paying more attention. The generation that matters.
Yeah.
We are definitely paying way more attention. That's why it's like I probably shouldn't, but I have high hopes for the runoff election in 2 days. I'm really hoping that Mitch McConnell is, no longer a factor.
They can kick him from Senate head.
That would help, and that would really show how much we are paying attention. You know, because I feel like we are. I don't think a lot of times we have these movements and things like that, and they kind of fall flat once it wears off. But I don't think it's wearing off.
And it would be the moment to actually put the government accountable to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the direction things are going into. Now, will we see the benefit of that? I don't think so. But hopefully our kids will. I just think we're just getting started and we have a long way to go. But, hopefully that benefit can happen sooner than later.
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day. Jeremy.
Was it realistic, unrealistic?
Both.
Realistic. Getting a house.
But that's happening.
Rona away. Right. Unreal. Oh, and a new job. If my coworkers hear this, sorry. Unrealistic.
They should be happy that you're getting better and moving and making bigger moves, not being stagnant. If they're your real workplace associates and potential friends, they should be proud that you're moving on.
Nah, if they were his real coworkers and friends, they'd pay him.
No. I said workplace associate.
Let's go, baby.
Unrealistic. Moving to Sweden.
That's an unrealistic goal.
That's half and half.
I mean, because, I'm going to be real with you.
Let's do some research.
That's half and
How
half.
hard would it be?
I'm going to be real. I love my assembly, where I go worship. I love my friends. I love my family.
I thought you meant assembly. I'm like, nigga, y'all got assembly in college? Y'all changed. They changed so much, bro. You get called down to the front.
I love everybody, but I do want to know what it feels to live in another country. That was one of the things I've always wanted to do, and I missed out on the opportunity to do a exchange program in college. But I always want to know what it's like to live in another country.
Go to Canada.
I can tell you from personal experience, because I've lived in most of Europe for 4 months of my life.
In one stint or like multiple?
Multiple. In 4 stints, 1 month apiece. Because our international program, we had to live with host families while we were in Europe for an entire month.
And then you come back and then go back. Okay.
So I can tell you from firsthand knowledge of that, it's very different. Can be interesting, but at the same time, is nowhere near as dangerous nor feels as scary as it would be to stay here. It is definitely something you should do.
I believe you.
Dude, from the movies, the gangsters seem nice.
No, we're not looking at movies and fiction.
Hey, Puppet, what you doing in the night?
What was that?
I don't know.
A puppet? Like, where are you
That's
at?
a nigga with Tourette's in Britain. Hey, pop it, can we?
So yeah, so it's something I've been thinking about, but I haven't looked into it seriously, or do I know I will? That's what's unrealistic.
You can do
You know what I think a good thing is that a 2-week vacation in Europe.
I may not come back, bro.
Jeremy, it's gonna be hard coming back, and Torrance will tell you that too.
Yeah.
You're not gonna want to come back.
People are not nicer there. It's just better. The air is better.
Everything is
The
better.
air is better. Water is crisp. Hey,
Pick a place that has good COVID guidelines. 'Cause
Switzerland, man.
Europe is pretty
Switzerland
trash
is
right
Oh, spots in Europe.
Switzerland.
Maybe let's move to Switzerland.
now. Hey, look it up.
They have
Show
logs
me
that
Carfax.
spill
You know I
water.
am.
I drank out of these little logs, bro. Best water I've had in my life. I don't even understand what type of water it was.
Show me. What?
No, I had fun in Belgium. Belgium and Germany. Those are still my 1 and 2.
I was in Frankfurt, Germany for a couple of days. It was tough.
Switching for a couple of years.
Y'all should go.
Well, half the table doesn't have a job, so can we go?
Look, y'all know how I feel.
We should all go to
Jeremy
Australia.
wants us to live on a compound anyway.
No, real talk. I want, and I don't know if y'all know my goals. I want all of us to live in a house together.
I would, yeah.
Or at least on the same block.
Because not even the same. I'm talking about the same house.
Same house.
Because I know we got kids, and it's slow to get in ghetto, but with a big enough house. Let's think about this. Let's say we all made at least bare minimum $40,000 a year. You know how the house we can get and the payments on mortgage that we will be paying.
Y'all want to go in on a mini mansion? We can do this.
That's what RDC did, right?
Yeah. And I'm dead serious. Like I'm not I'm not joking, y'all.
Can we file taxes together?
How would that work?
We may be. There's a way. It's just that we would have to.
It'll get weird.
It's possible because it's a thing.
You file taxes per household?
Yeah, because you can do head of the household, but technically it's based on no.
You can file taxes separately in the household.
No, we mean
but we can file the house as
joint.
Yeah,
I'm saying, but we can still file the house as a joint property under business if No Time to Explain ever does become an actual business.
I'm not even talking. I'm talking now with our basic. Well, when everybody get a job, with our basic jobs.
Towards his freelance, he has a job.
Well, look, he ain't freelance. What you talking about, bro?
Yeah, bro, I ain't doing nothing,
Yeah.
bro. All my money comes from the government.
It's like because look, if we get a big enough house, we got kids to the side, but we can all save money, cancel our debt, and live in a lavish house collectively.
I'm gonna look into it
But no,
because we would need like a.
if they
8-bedroom.
ain't serious about this,
I mean, on some real,
We would need like an 8-bedroom.
real talk though. How many bedrooms does this place have?
5, and that's not including the basement.
See, we would need to seriously remodel the basement because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you can put at least
Are we
2.
moving into Brendan's?
We can put at least 2 bedrooms into Brendan.
Why not? I know, but we love them.
We were like, hey, mom, you trying to live?
You don't think his mom would love us being here all the time? On some real shit. Be honest though.
But
I did. Pops
said to me, he said, "I'm so glad the kids are here. They bring so much life."
Hey, he said that the other day to
I
me.
said, "Oh."
I'm just saying, think about it. We renovated the basement. Everyone with children's in the basement. So y'all, him and the children, and me and Emma take one of the rooms up here.
We'll take the same concept with another house.
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel you. But if you wanted to fast track this.
Wait, that means that Brendan wouldn't be getting his house still, or would he still be getting his house and just paying 2
But that
mortgages?
depends on Brendan if he's coming with us or not. Because realistically speaking, this can be done with 2 people, 3 people, 4. If we want to live a baller, if all of us do it,
then we live in lavish.
It's gonna be insane.
If we all do it, we could even afford a maid to clean the house.
No, you're not wrong. Because like imagine, because let's say a $2,000 mortgage payment, and I'm shooting out there $2,000
split amongst 5
I
people.
Split
pay
amongst 5
$950
people?
for rent.
Exactly. So if we split that up in total, we getting the land.
We be good.
Divide the bills. Like so. Look, I'm gonna keep this. I'm serious about this, y'all. I bring it up once a year.
That's his plan. That's his plan for real.
What,
But that's if everybody else is on board.
No, seriously though, because me and Jeremy are for real about to get a house. So if we finna get a house, y'all gotta let us know.
Anyway,
Because if we get this house,
Brendan said he ain't with it.
I did not say that.
Brendan don't want to live with us.
Oh my.
That make it easier for.
Hey, and we'll all be in shape.
I mean, just saying, make it easier for me to see everybody. I gotta make so many trips, and there's always one place we gotta go. So I say,
It's up for discussion. But
ain't these damn kids. That's what he's saying.
That's what he said. He said, "You don't want to let these
These
kids."
I love the kids. Shut up.
I love these motherfuckers too,
Hey,
bro.
no, my son just pulled on one of his beanbag chairs, so that's still fresh.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't know about living with these kids. But it's,
But we loved our friend who got crabs in yours.
Anyway, so
if that makes it to the cut, we know he's listening. We got a fan.
y'all are so bogus. I literally tried to bypass it, and you continue talking about
sorry.
it. That's hilarious.
Okay, so let me give my realistic and unrealistic.
So much cutting.
So, man,
I
I'm,
know,
So
right?
much
I'm
editing.
slicing and dicing this thing like
Under
nobody's
the
business.
sea.
I don't think this won't have a video.
It's got more cuts than
It won't
a.
match. It's too much cutting.
Oh yeah.
It's got
So
more cuts than a high school blonde.
Aren't emos usually dark haired?
Even if she dyes her hair, she's still blonde.
Okay, well, Brendan, yes. What are yours?
What are yours, Brendan?
my realistic change would be personal. It's half the same with Jeremy. It's pretty much a new job. New job, better income, more stable income. That was in the works too. That might change within the next couple months too, because my certification exams are opening up. I'm about to be certified and wine and dined, and hopefully can do better things. So that way we can do everything as a group. My unrealistic goal, and this is going to be a touchy subject. I want people to be better in relationships.
You just sutured yourself. That was a nice little pause there.
I had to, because this is. I want men and women this year to learn their worth and be better, productive people for their relationships. Because I have too many friends in my circle, and I know you guys have friends in your circles that are just dealing and sticking with these toxic ass relationships and these
Reach.
in these toxic environments with or without children. And they're just sitting here and just wallowing in pity.
It's not like a.
You ain't wrong.
It's not like a.
Not us, but you ain't wrong.
Attack.
That's what I said. It's like I said, this is a touchy subject. It has to be an attack. Because
It should be an attack.
It should be an attack because that shouldn't be a problem. We shouldn't have people in our lives that are dealing with toxic relationships for years and still in them,
My question though,
and just accept them for what they are.
does this? How does it affect you though? That is because like unrealistic. We're speaking in an unrealistic manner, obviously, but that's a really big wish for something that doesn't necessarily affect you.
That's why he said unrealistic.
I know, but
And
I'm saying though,
it
like
can affect them.
I mean, emotionally, it can affect him. Like, if you care about somebody and you see that they're going through turmoil, it can affect you.
Boom.
Especially as people to know that the solution is very obtainable.
Yeah, it's being empathetic to people's struggle. That's the biggest.
it's. I mean, I get that, but I might become a cold-hearted place. But like, I can only tell you how I feel once or twice before. Well, fuck it. That's your situation at this point.
No, that,
you know what I mean?
But no, but,
That's what he said.
but yeah, that's the point. It is their situation because they're dealing. People have accepted it as a situation and just say fuck it.
My thing is okay, we're talking about an unrealistic risk, like right. It's like saying like if you have a genie wish, you have 3 wishes, but one of my wishes is to make sure people have healthy relationships. That's to me that's a weird thing to like. That's your one thing you want to change about everything in 2020.
But you, as a person, aren't the most empathetic.
Even
because to me that's an empathy thing.
But I would pick something like homelessness or word hunger or
that's still better than in relationships.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm trying to understand. I'm not downing it. I'm just trying to understand.
Even that still deals with homelessness in a sense because all he said was relationships and being in a toxic place. If everyone were to do better and know their own self-worth, even like it would put the world in a better place.
So being in better relationships would help homelessness?
Yeah. Because, okay, think about this.
Like, I mean, he said relationships, self-worth.
Separate point.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because it's with wanting something like that, other things come with it, like better communication and things like that. And so you figure if you have those type of basic, things happening in your life, then you wouldn't end up in those type of situations. You know what I mean? Like if it's with homelessness, if it's something that was in your control that caused you to be that, you know what I mean? That caused that situation, not like losing a job or something.
Gambling
real
problem,
situation.
drug addiction.
But that doesn't do with your relationships.
Not showing up to that still deals with self-worth though. Like
so other people's toxic relationships can affect you definitely, especially if you have, you see people hurt, see people going through it, and even though you can get to a point where
you just say fuck it.
You can say forget it. Don't even care about the person. Sometimes it's not as easy just to go cold on everybody that don't listen to your advice. I mean, you got to think about us. How many times have we bumped into it, not cared, people not listening to advice, and we still want to continue our relationships with each other? Just because we see value in it. So even if a person is not listening to advice and everything, you still see value in the relationship. So you still care. It still affects you.
Pretty spot on.
I disagree. No fucking.
Well, you're cold hearted. So
That's why
I'm fucking with you.
Well, no, that's why I keep you around because there's some value left in you. It's not a lot, but it's there. Yeah, it's something there. It's something there.
And we know you're cold hearted, so that doesn't affect us that bad.
But how does it affect you, Torrance?
My cold heartedness. Not homeless.
Is that because you would take somebody's home? Without get that baby out of here and just
whoever owns my apartment's in my closet at gunpoint and they just pay from a fingerprint.
It's time.
PayPal.
Hilarious.
I just carry his thumb in my pocket like I can't. I'm gonna spoil the show.
What?
Apparently, there's a reference thumb in the pocket that's gonna spoil the show.
Well, no, carrying around a human limb to get around.
Oh,
we all finished this except for some person. So
yeah.
You tell me later.
You didn't finish it.
Oh.
Anyway, anything else, guys, before we close out?
I want this burger, man.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
know,
time to
bro.
eat.
She started cooking it as soon as we started. I'm
Man,
like, I don't want to do this podcast anymore.
Man,
I brought hamburger meat and forgot. It's
that's
actually
too bad.
in the
You
fridge.
bring the podcast. You got anything else of substance?
No.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Are we gonna these burgers? I'm hungry.
It's time to go smash these
It's
burgers.
gonna be a 20-minute episode.
It's gonna be an hour tops. Anyway, there's no time to explain, everybody. Until next week. Peace out. Deuces.
Disgusted.